Hello and welcome back to you Total Warriors to the second leg of the TWC tie between RTK clan and Leontes clan, which took place in 2007. Now this was the best of 3 match and RTK lead the series 1-0. So players representing are Spain, Domesticos, Haros as Milan, and Parmenion playing as Scotland. That's the Leontes clan. And for RTK, we have Totalis, playing, no, somewhere over there. Totalis playing as Sicily, Abascantus playing as Papal States, and Adelmo playing as Denmark. Now the early action was Adelmo pushing down the right flank with his mounted crossbows, trying to get behind the Leontes lines, but he overextended himself quite badly. As you can see, Leontes have countered with all 3 players sending some cav after these units and catching Adelmo in the rear there, causing some damage, and this unit is in a terrible spot, surrounded by enemies. So something of a schoolboy error there by Adelmo. Not unusual. While this is going on, we see that Abascantus is attempting to get behind with his Papal States, while the Leontes cavalry is pushing Adelmo back. So for RTK's sake, we're hoping for a far more successful display by Abs than by Grandy. He's got in a good position to get some shots on the rear of Haros' Milan. So far he's managed to kill 1 heavy cavalry unit. Now we'll notice as well, I mentioned briefly that Parmenion was playing as Scotland. He's done the traditional Scottish tactic of forming a pipe box. This makes it a very good defensive build and difficult to cope with. Very hard to get round, but they do suffer somewhat from a lack of mobility. However, these border horse, they're mobile and they're catching Abs. So this is looking like another disaster for RTK, and the match has certainly not started out well for them at all. Yep, there goes 1 unit, and the other 2 units are not looking in great shape either. Yep, it's been an unmitigated disaster for RTK. Now Totalis taking advantage somewhat, but being a little more cautious with his mounted crossbows. No doubt he was getting a few hits there. That men at arms unit has certainly been whittled down. But with the loss of those mounted cavalry units, it does, mounted missile units, so mounted cavalry, or cavalry's mounted, yeah, it does put RTK under a lot of pressure. Specialist Tati has no foot missile units to speak of. Abs only has 3, I believe, peasant crossbowmen. Likewise, Adelmo only has 3 peasant archers. Whereas Leontes have brought Genoese crossbows, and they are a beast should you get in an extended foot missile battle. Basically Genoese and Pavis are really quite tough. Shields on the back, they will take out enemy foot missile units easily. So the options for RTK are quite limited now. It looks as though they're planning on taking the high ground as much as they can. As you can see, there's this nasty little slope here. Doesn't help their cause. Leontes might well take use of that. Remember in the first game, RTK had the hill advantage, and in this one, Leontes had that advantage. But they are moving down the slope, which may be giving the initiative to RTK. Haros seems a little slow in moving his battle lines in adjustment with the other two Leontes players, possibly due to the threat of Totalis, or him not wanting to give up this little area here. Beautiful colours, the green, red and yellow there, showing quite distinctly who's who. There's from a distance the grey and the white of Sicily and Papal States. And a little more confusing. And a little mention on Totalis. There's Page Totalis. And as you know, back in the day, RTK recruits would carry the Page tag for a while until they were deemed ready to fully enter the clan and take up an RTK tag. Now Totalis only stayed with RTK a short while. He joined Medieval and left Medieval 2, that is, and left during Medieval 2, returning to his old clan of Gerudo. He missed his old clanmate somewhat. I hope he did well there. He was a nice guy. It was a pleasure playing playing alongside him. And the Gerudo clan is still going. I'm not sure if Totalis is still within their ranks. Right, we'll fast forward the action just a little bit. As RTK are just wheeling around, trying to get in that position they desire. And there they go. They've taken the crest of that hill. Now we'll slow it back down. Leontes really have wheeled quite a lot down the slope now. Yielding a little bit of advantage to RTK. So Adelmo again tries to get behind with those mounted crossbows. It's a tactic he really did enjoy using.
Our men are under attack.
Sadly, as you saw in this battle, not always successfully. Totti and Abs are positioning themselves very nicely, and Adelmo running somewhat behind. But he's possibly got a little in front now. I'm doing something that no one should do. Remember we were talking earlier about the pipe box. One thing you don't do is run headlong into it. And he's pulling
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
But we've got a charge going on now, and pulled his units back. We need to then attack. Well, that's really rather a waste of a charge. It would be nice to get rid of those Genoese crossbowmen. And if we're going close, you can see why it's not a good idea to head on. Those players keeping the troops at bay. But this looks like where the real action is going on. Abs lining up those cavalry units, and if they get a diagonal charge on the land, this could be devastating into their flank. That is beautiful. We've got down the bottom there. Totalis is and crossbowman are suffering quite badly against those light units. Now here come the infantry to support. And that's a very nice hit. Totalis sending his troops into Ireland's camp. Scotland is supporting.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
So, the only good thing these Danish troops are doing is meaning that the Scottish line cannot turn those pikes towards the cav engagement. It could be vital. It's still not the best idea in the world. However, if RTK can create a mass chain route in this area here, this could go very well for them. We have another big cav engagement down the bottom. Scotland doing a great move of getting their cav in behind. And there's a good chance they're going to be on those. But, as you can see, Leontes cav just starting now to fall back. And here come the Spanish reserves. They've not really gotten involved, apart from the cav units in the melee fight.
Our
It looks
men
like
are
they're coming
under
just in
attack.
time
The
because
enemy are badly bloodied.
the
They have
Milanese
lost
troops
half their
have all
men.
fled. Down the bottom, it's certainly turning Leontes' way. They've
My
still
lord,
got a lot
only
of
half
cav
of our
units,
force
and
remains.
although they are mounted crossbowmen,
Our ally lies
in a charge they do a lot
slain
of damage on
by
an
the
infantry
enemy.
unit.
We must
And
help
there
his
go
men
Papal States'
avenge him.
general. Yep.
Only half the
And with
enemy
the loss of the
force
general, we
remains.
see a mass rout by the RTK troops here. Mainly, Papal States. But it doesn't look like Denmark has much left at all. There's a few sort of down the bottom there. Not really. This is looking game over already. Pretty much everything on the RTK side is routed.
Our ally lies dead.
And there
slain
goes
by
Sicily's
the
general.
enemy. We must help his men avenge him.
Once generals did die in medieval 2 Total War, it tended to be game over. Not always, but
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
often the morale loss.
Our foolish general has
massive.
thrown his
And
life
there go
away,
Denmark.
and perhaps our chances of victory with it.
Those kilt-wearing warriors. I'm quite pleased at killing him. So well played, Leontes. Good game. This is all but over, and it takes the series to 1 game apiece.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory. Lord preserve us. We have been dealt a stinging defeat today.
And soon I'll be posting up the decider.